Now delighted to introduce two of these students, Andre Adams and Molly Boyden, who are co-chairs of the Master School Community Government. They've been doing a wonderful job leading morning meetings 3 days every week, setting such a strong tone for the day, a strong tone of purpose, of joy, and of inclusivity. And they bring our students and faculty together also as they organize and chair our community government executive committee meetings every Tuesday. My own weekly meetings with them are definitely a key highlight and source of energy for me. I'm so pleased that they can be here today to welcome you all and to share their personal reflections.
Good morning, Dr. Fonseca, Ms. Limpy, Ms. Sanford, Ms. Reckman, Ms. Cowie, trustees, parents, faculty, and of course, my fellow students. Often when members of our community, be they faculty, student, or alumnus, speak of Masters, they speak of the distinctive Masters culture, or Masters mentality. Now, there are many aspects of our culture here that Masters would not be Masters without. But I believe that our love of questioning stands head and shoulders above the rest. Questioning at Masters finds its roots in the classroom, both in our Harkness tables and in our fabulous faculty. When students in a typical classroom sit down at their desks, they are greeted by a lecturing teacher who asks them questions with the shallowest of answers, like, what villages did Genghis Khan pillage, and when? When we sit down at the Harkness table, we gain the power of questioning our teachers and one another. And when every person at that table is asking questions, the nature of said questions diversifies beyond just the simple wheres and whens. We start to see the hows and the whys, like, why did Genghis Khan pillage those villages? Was he trying to cover up his tender heart with that violence? These are the fun questions. The meaty questions, the questions that stay with you beyond the classroom, the questions that dissect the world around you and cause you to reconsider things you take for granted, assumptions you unconsciously make, and institutions you hold dear. For example, I was watching Star Wars Episode 3 and reached the point where Obi-Wan Kenobi says to Anakin Skywalker, who has been pushed down the path towards the dark side of the Force, that only a Sith deals in absolutes. Now, this strikes me as strange, so I finished the movie, hop in Episode 5, and fast forward to the scene where Luke Skywalker tries to use the Force to lift his X-Wing out of the Dagobah swamp, and Jedi Master Yoda says, "Do or do not. There is no try." But was this not an absolute? Does this mean Yoda's a Sith? Do all Jedi have a little bit of Sith in them? I came to the precipice of destroying my notions and beliefs about that great series. And while I did not actually do so because I tacked the inconsistency up to George Lucas's failings as a director, I found myself able to question something that I held so dear, and consequently enrich my understanding of it. So while many speakers encourage you to change your lives, change something about yourself, or adapt a new life philosophy, or live in the moment, I encourage you to keep doing how you do, Masters. Continue questioning and investigating. Continue to be curious. Continue to ask the tough questions, those you've been asking all along. Why do we need an athletic requirement? Why do we have a zero-tolerance policy? How come not everyone who sits with us at freshman orientation will be seated with us at that graduation terrace? How do we share our ideas with the school and speak our minds? Hopefully this speech serves as a jumping-off point, leading to sincere, honest communication between all parts of our community. And of course, more questions.